how many minutes I've actually been live for. I had a whole bunch of getting StreamYard to actually work, so I don't know. What's that? Well, I can take that off, I guess. Get out of there. Hey, what's going on, Dowdy? People actually saw my live stream. That's amazing. I wasn't sure I'd actually done it yet. It's just about to do the live stream. Muscle Car Solution. How's it going? I'm currently stripping down one of my two stuck Corvair motors. Yeah, sure. There's some usable parts. I could do that. On the upside, nothing on here is going to be metric, which is nice. I have no clue what to even talk about. I just started it and figured out how to do it. Could be the worst decision ever. Who knows? Well, the weather sucks. Nothing else. Here we go. That's a 9/16 or 5/8. 9/16. There's the microphone on my laptop. It's terrible, actually. There we go. It's kind of usable. I mean, it's not seized. Probably shouldn't have dropped that. No, that's not the half inch. I've got a bench motor that's outside of the truck. I have one that's seized in the truck. And I'm it claims he somebody that knows someone that has a good one. So I'm gonna start trying to strip these down. And get them to the metal scrappers. This microphone. Maybe if I'm closer to the microphone, it'll work better. I don't know. What's going on, Fire Sang? Are you working tonight or you're off? There's a lot of background noise. Working, yeah. Keeping the world safe for democracy. I think I have to do something with this microphone. It's not good. Like, literally, I can't even hear me. Hey, what's going on, Nathan from the Park Rouge? Maybe if I move everything closer. Did that cut down on background noise at all? I don't think it did. Why does it sound like I'm in a wind cooler? I'm in my garage. It has tips, microphones included for live stream. Let me know. It's holding this thing down. Found another one. So far, there's 6 bolts that hold this oil filter / fuel pump on. I'd like to get the fuel pump off of here, but I don't know how. Now I can't find my wrenches. What am I going to do with them? Well, welcome to the world's worst live stream. What's going on, Valentine? Let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm sure you can. Oh my goodness. How does that stay on there? Maybe? I'm not sure how the thing works. No, I just brought a whole bunch of standard tools. Yeah, I know audio's a little weird. I'm not sure what to do about it. This is probably why I never do them. I bet if I stopped beating on tools, the microphone would settle down. But it's kind of hard to do. That was a mistake. That was. Doesn't taste good though. Just the fuel pump. Ooh, there we go. Anybody else have experience with Corvettes? Yeah, the sound's going in and out. Probably because I'm just using the laptop microphone, which is probably a huge mistake. Not Corvettes, Corvair. Ooh, progress. Fuel pump. It twists. I'm hesitant to bang on this fuel pump because it might actually work. There it is. Look at that. Corvair fuel pump. Maybe good. Hard to say. At least now I can get to this oil filter assembly, and that should come off salvageable. This looks like part of the fuel pump setup. Pretty much a small block Chevy fuel pump rod that goes down onto the crankshaft, actually. Looks like it runs off the crankshaft instead of the camshaft. Oh, is that right? No. Yeah, that's crankshaft. Okay. So, noises. There we go. Will this? Maybe. Okay. See you, Nathan's Mo Car Garage. Thanks for showing up. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the rest of these parts. I don't really have a place to put them in here, so they're probably going to be on the floor right now. What is that? Looks like this piece of the carburetor diaphragm. That's great. It's worthless at this point. Now, if I can get the spoil cooler off, that would be great. Probably another part of, I can't talk, but probably another issue with the volume is I'm not used to talking to myself. There we go. Look at that. There's a filthy oil cooler with oil. Great. Really should have brought a shopper. Yeah, it'll be fine. What's next? I need to get the tin off of this whole setup so I can get to the cylinder heads. This whole engine is by tin, sort of like Volkswagen, and I'm not sure exactly what's unbolt on. 5/16 or 3/8. I don't know because I can't even see it. No. Let's go on Dancing Alone with Reynolds. Yes, I'm talking to myself. There's no one else here in the chat, I guess. You're what the doctors call normal? Okay. Is that, come on now. Surprisingly, some of these bolts that look seized aren't. A lot of them are. How's everybody else's project going right now? I know Muscle Car Solutions has a lot of carburetor videos out there right now. I see a lot of Nathan's Mopar Garage's shorts when he goes around to different venues. I can't remember what I saw on Dancing's channel last. Muscle Car Solutions, how do you like the AFR gauge that you got? Is it worth getting one of those? Or if you're just sort of a DIY weekend guy, maybe still not worth the cost? Oh, yeah. I wish Rock Auto would also put the country of origin in the listing. That would be. Instead, all we get is free magnets. I've almost got enough magnets to probably do body work with at this point. Whew, tiny carburetor base gaskets. This engine was, I want to say 80 or 90, whatever the base model engine was. It's got, I think you can have just two one barrels all the way up to 110 horsepower. And then the 140 horse had four. So they make a wireless option too. That would be pretty good. Dash mounted is also cheaper. Okay. The like button, whatever this does, if I ever do another live and figure the microphone thing out. I'm uncovering a whole bunch of bolts that I didn't take off, so they might not even go to this engine. That's good. Spares. What is this? Concrete? I'm not sure. That might be bathroom grout at this point. This engine was sitting in a garage in a corner under a bucket of parts. That might actually be just concrete, maybe from cinder blocks, mortar from cinder blocks in the garage. Wiring. Don't know what it goes to. Not yet, but it's good. Ground was bad. Maybe go up. How does this thing come off? There's another one. There seems to be a whole bunch of 3/8 bolts hold this tin on. Maybe something else come free. This would go a lot easier with a cordless drill too, but that would make too much noise for the microphone probably. Another good thing about this engine is when I took out the spark plugs, 2 of them snapped off in the cylinders. So I don't know what this is. It used to be rubber. Now it's not. Is that 3/8? No, that's 5/16. Why would they switch back and forth between 3/8 and 5/16? That's just dumb. It's vice grip size, probably. No, not quite. There we go. That may not sound like it, but it did. Oh. Whoa. That's, I'm hoping that's dirt, not anything from rodents. Yeah. Another 5/16. Yay. I'm too lazy to go walk the 10 feet over my toolbox and get a 5/16. That worked. Oh, something almost came off of here. Let's continue down this road then. Also, with this Corvair, I've got a spare transmission or gearbox or differential. I think differential, not transmission. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure if it's a Corvair car or truck, but yeah, the audio is not great. I know. Yeah, this is out of the ramp side. This is one of the ones that came with the ramp side. And neither one's good. How convenient. 5/16 again. I think somebody just put this thing back together at some point with whatever screws they had, which is something I would do. So, is what it is. Yay! I did a thing. Huh. Made of redwood. Hmm. I guess that's why they're air cooled, because if they were liquid cooled, the wood would just rot. I think as far as pistons go, from what I've read, the jugs are different, but the pistons are the same. So depending on what horsepower engine you got, I think it was like 65 to 69 late model. The jugs are different than 60, somewhere around there. I'm not sure what this is still connected to. It has to be down on the side somewhere. Yep, there's one. Oh, it's gonna make me sit on the floor. Okay. Well, if you want to see the condition in the center, check this out. Huh. And that's why it's complete garbage. I was really hoping that one of these two engines would come free, but none of the tricks I could think of is getting up. So it looks like removing the one out of the Corvair ramp side anyways. On the upside, well, I guess on the upside, I do have the F-150 up and running, so that's nice. I'm still holding this. There's one. There we go. There's one of the side tins. The tins are in really good shape. I will clean these up and save them. There's nothing wrong with them. Next up, I guess we'll take these valve covers off. It appears the intake manifolds look like they're cast into the heads. That's a weird thing. I don't know how long I'm actually going to keep this up tonight. just sort of did this as a test to see if I could figure it out. And I kind of figured it out, but not completely because I'm not good with the microphone yet. Apparently, I'm going to need a microphone. It looks like this uses the same sort of valve cover spreaders as small block Chevys do, which makes sense because they're just pulling from the Chevy parts bin for anything they can. They spent a ton of money developing this engine, though. I watched something on the development of the Corvair engine, and I forget how much it was, but it was a lot of money. Today's money. Back then, it didn't sound like. I think in 1960s and 50s dollars, they spent a million or more just developing the engine. Hey. All right. I'm going to go and see at least what shape these heads are in. The heads might be salvageable. I only know that the block is garbage. Oh, come on. I'm not quite willing to lay on the floor to look for this valve cover bolt. I'm just going by feel, which works, I guess. Hey, Ed, the old tech guy, what's going on, man? Thank you for the $2 offer. I was just talking about how I really need to figure out this microphone thing with StreamYard because audio keeps going in and out. So do I need a lapel mic? Do I need like a desk mic to hook up? I'm not sure what I need. What do you use, Ed? All right. We can pull this valve cover off now. I mean, I've seen worse. It doesn't look bad in here. It's alrighty. Where do we go from here? I guess. Does this thing have a jack for a microphone? Sure, I'm gonna check. If it was going on my laptop, probably could have done this on my phone. And I know the microphone works there. You can always hit me up for help, bro. I use the Blue Yeti microphone. I'm just wondering, do I need just a regular plug-in desk mic? Would that work, or would that still be too much background noise with too? think if I can get this last piece of this tin off, I can call it a night. I just need to figure out where this is connected. Yeah, I think it's buried in there. Well, right now I'm using my laptop, which might be a mistake for this. Hold on. What is that? No, that's nothing. That's the pivot for the air door here. What this has is when the engine gets to the bottom, it actually pushes more air out away from it. There's a thermostat that's down underneath the silver head. Why that's not spinning. Blue Yeti or wireless remote combo if I'm using my laptop. Is that another 5/16? It is. The amount of mouse debris in this engine is astonishing. It feels like there's one more port, but I don't see one. Hey, what's going on, boy? I'm just trying to figure out how to get this vent door set up. I guess what would be driver's side of the ball bearing. And I've also been discussing the fact that I need to get a microphone. And a hammer would definitely take this off, but I'm trying to save the usable parts that I can off of this seized air. I'm not sure exactly what we're still stuck on. Yeah, I want to reuse as much as I can on this engine, which is not going to be much. It's got a good oil cooler, a decent distributor. The cylinder heads might actually. Tonight on live stream, man struggles with metal. I think at this point, maybe that this little centerpiece is what's holding this on. I think it's might be slotted. I could be wrong. I probably am. Oh, okay. Well, there's that, whatever that is. And we're back to 5/16. There is no reason that they kept switching from 5/16 to 3/8 on these bolts. There's plenty of room for 3/8 down here. 5/16 would have done the job where all the 3/8 are. There we go. More debris. Now I think the only thing holding this on is the clip for this little actor switch, coil, whatever it is. Oh, that's going to be loud. Sorry. I have never ripped. How is that? Oh, it uses like a carburetor style clip. Okay. Now I see. Ta-da! Yeah. Well, we did it. Yeah, that's great. Okay. Well, that's all I wanted to accomplish tonight. Testing the live stream, which somehow I figured out how to do, mostly by mistake. The microphone and I got half a core bearing partially apart. So that's 25% of the way of half and eight. The way done. All right, everybody. Have a good night. We'll see you next time. All right. See you.